Our next guest has been here one time before, and we were really excited to have him back. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a big Empire Revue welcome to comic Rick Canavan!
Thank you very much. It is a pleasure to be back here. A lot of stuff has happened since the last time I was here about a year ago. I lost some weight, which is great. I got engaged and getting married later this year. Very exciting. The downside of that is I have to be a provider now, which is scary because I do this. Tonight is like a windfall. Normally I get paid in beer, which you cannot feed a family on legally. They will take them away if you try. And I have a day job, but I've never really made a lot of money with my day jobs because I don't have much of an education. Basically, when I was 14 years old, I had a paper route, and since then I've made a lot of lateral career choices. Just that paper money. What I'm doing right now is I work with people with special needs, which you don't make a lot of money doing that. I don't really have any material about that job because I'm not a monster. Before that, I was laid off, and the way that happened, if you can relate to this, if you've ever been dating someone and you know you can do better than them, but you stick with it because it's easy, and then a couple years go by and then they break up with you and you're like, what? No! That's what happened when I got laid off, because I got laid off from a Blockbuster video store. That's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to turn 19 and go, I'm better than this. And I instead turned 27 and they were like, you need to go home. You're not good at this. I've worked a lot of retail jobs. I've always enjoyed them. Because I get to talk to people and I like that. One guy had come into my video store a while ago and he had said to me, he was looking to see if we had the 80s comedy The Gods Must Be Crazy. But he had a really thick Brazilian accent, I couldn't understand him, and I thought he asked for the movie The Ghost Might Be Racist. I was like, I'll look that up, that sounds awesome. Hey gang, did that ghost just say boo or Jew? That ghost might be racist. Well, you burn a sheet, what do we expect, right? Too far on the last one, I get it. All right, we'll keep going. I have, my fiance is a wonderful woman. It'd be weird if I said anything different. If I just came up here to get shit off my chest, I was like, oh, she's the only one that would marry me! I've been asking everybody, I've had this emergency engagement ring for 15 years! But she's the best. We had a conversation a couple weeks ago, she asked me if I take a bullet for her, which I guess is a common relationship question. I know that if you do get asked that, you say yes. I said, why? Like, I really thought it through. It's like, wait a second, so this guy's only got one bullet? That's what you're telling me? Is that just... So, I mean, I love her, so yeah, I would. I totally would do that. But I feel like you don't say stuff like that anymore, like it just comes off crazy. And I feel like the last 2 years, crazy's been ruined by Bruno Mars. Like, he put out the Grenade song, and you can't do that stuff anymore. Like, if you're not familiar with the song, it's basically the song where this guy's like, oh, I love this girl, and she didn't love me, and now I'm sad. And then he gets to the chorus, and he explains why he should never be in an adult relationship. Like, he says all the weird stuff he'd do for this girl. Like, he says he'd catch a grenade for her. Is he taking her out to dinner in Vietnam? That's ridiculous. My favorite is he says he would throw his hand on a blade for her. Like, who's been out and been like, hey, this has been a great third date. By the way, I think I love you! And with that song, my favorite part of it is that that's not even the craziest stuff that he could think of he'd do for a girl. That's just the stuff that would rhyme in a song. My fiance, most of the time we've been together, we didn't sleep together. We decided early on that we wanted to wait. I'm sorry, I'm saying this wrong. She decided we wanted to wait. I decided no jail for me. We waited, honestly, she's a very nice girl, very sweet girl. Like on our first date, we got out to dinner, and after dinner we got back to my place and we were like kissing, and I was trying to do more than kissing, and she's like, you know, it's a little soon for that. I wouldn't want you to think that I'm a floozy. To which I responded, I would never think that you're a floozy, because I'm not on shore leave in the 1930s. I need to look that up, I have no clue. No, I'd never think of you as some dame I picked up in a flop house, no. And the The first time we didn't sleep together, we ended up getting, you know what, and I should say before I get into this, that I know it's weird when I talk about sex because I look like this. It makes people uncomfortable. I don't have any jokes that start like, I was fucking this girl, because it'd be like, no you weren't. I don't think so. But the first time we did, and it did happen, I swear, we got in a fight right after we slept together, and she said to me, she's like, wow, that was like the best sex I've ever had. Which, I don't know how to take that. I've never heard anything even like that before. I had to look around the room and was like, yep, there's nobody else in here. First time, probably. It's a low measuring stick. So she'd said that, and I was like, yeah, that was good. Right? She got really mad at me for that. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not good with words. And she looks me in the eye and she goes, you're a comedian. Words are literally the only skill you have. She's great. So she was really mad and I calmed her down, and once I calmed her down, she said to me, she's like, all right, Rick, so for future reference, here are words that you can use to describe our sex life that aren't going to make me furious. Fantastic, spectacular, amazing. And when she said this, the little nerdy side of me kicked in, and I was like, all right, cool. So you just want me to describe sex the same way that they describe Spider-Man, which made her so much more angry. It's like, well, I'm not taking the fall for that. Like, if you're going to use Marvel Comics superlatives, like, you say fantastic, I'm going to think 4. You say incredible, I'm going Hulk. That's just who I am. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, that was the most web-slinging sex I've ever had,